Awesome. Okay, guys. So I'm really excited about today's session. What I'm going to be doing is showing you how to make those animated videos that we see a lot of people using in the real estate world. If you pay somebody else to do it, these videos can cost you a couple $1,000s. If you want to search what they're called, it's usually either an explainer video, a whiteboard video, or an animated video. Those are the keywords that you would search on Google. But I'm going to show you specifically step by step how I make them. So you can watch as the tutorial, and I'm going to give you the videos after I'm done making them so that you can download them and you can just use them without having to make them on your own. But it's good to know how to make them. That way you can add your own content to it in the future. So I'm going to be showing you step by step exactly how I build out and what tools I use to create these videos. But I'm going to show you a couple examples first. I'm going to show you an example of a home buyer video. So that video is actually perfect for things like Facebook. If people are watching a video on Facebook, they don't listen to the lyrics or they don't listen to the words that are said in the video. So that was a good example. This style that I do is all caption based. That way it works on any platform, whether people are listening to it or not. And it's pretty simple and clean, and you can add your own logo at the end. You can do your own effects. This is an example of a seller video, and you're going to get this as a download so that you can download it and have it. And so that video right there, that'd be a good one if you had, say you have a real estate website. I'm sure on that real estate website you have a house value form, find out how much your home is worth, contact me to sell, that sort of thing. You could just load that video to your YouTube channel or upload it directly to your website and embed it on the page. I'll show you an example of that, but this video is really good for helping you guys increase your conversion rates on your websites. Now, a lot of times you also get just listed. So you'll have a photographer go in, take pictures of the property, you get all these photos back. Well, you can make pretty cool videos just like I just did using these animated techniques. So this is going to be, if I got an investment property, I would make an animated video. So here's what it would look like. Obviously, at the end there, you would add your logo and your call to action. But it's really cool. With these animated slideshows, you just basically find the bite that you like. So I found this snail with a rocket on top of him, and I emphasize that by living in one unit and renting out the other, you can pay off your mortgage a lot faster. So it's pretty cool when you put all the pieces together and you make a little short clip. When you do make these videos, I highly suggest you keep it under 30 seconds if you can. At a worst case scenario, under 60 seconds. As an example, if it's over 60 seconds, you'll have a hard time posting that on Instagram and some other platforms as well. So you want to keep it under the 60-second mark. A lot of you also do open houses. So what if you took the photos that you already have for your listing and you saved this video as a template for when you have an open house? And so you could save that. All you had to do is change the photo of the house and the address and the day and time, I guess. But then the rest of the video could stay intact, and you could just download that every time you have a new open house coming up. And I like how in this video it included testimonials as well. So it's pretty cool. The program that I use, I'm going to show you, it's called Biteable. But I'm going to give all the coaching members the videos already done, so that all you have to do is download them and use them. Unless, of course, you want to add your logo or branding to the video, then you're going to have a Biteable account. So I'll show you how to go about and do that. And before we get started, I want to give a big major thank you to Nexera Law Group for today's upload.
Our goal is to do things that no other law firm has ever done before.
Our technology brings the future to you today.
We're the next era in the way legal transactions are handled.
Now, to do today's upload, I'm going to first show you, this is an example of, let me make it full screen. This is an example of a landing page, and it says thinking of buying, MLS daily alerts. Over on the left is an animated video. The moment we added animated videos to our landing pages, we instantly increased conversion. We did that years and years and years ago. Before animated videos were cool, it was actually just me, a video of me standing in front of my office with the branding behind my left or right shoulder, and it would be me talking about this page. But you definitely want to have a video because most people don't want to scroll down and don't want to read content. They just want to get what they want. So video really helps you with that conversion. Now, today I'm going to be showing you specifically a program called Biteable. You can just go to biteablecom. They have two plans. One is free, so you can sign up for free, follow along, and do the video that I'm about to do. And when you do the free version, it includes their watermark on it. The reason why I paid for the premium version, and I think I pay $100 for the year. So first of all, I made all the videos for free to make sure that I liked them. Once I liked them, then I went premium, paid $100 for the year. But it gave me, once I went premium, 85,000 stock footage clips, no watermark. You can download it directly to your computer. You can upload it to YouTube, post it on Facebook, that sort of thing. So I really liked. I did the premium one, but I built them all in the free version first, just to make sure that I actually liked the program before I went forward with it. So I want to show you what's really cool about Biteable is here's two of the same video. This one is blue and red. This one is teal. So I'll hit play on the first 10 seconds. So that's the teal one. And at the flip of a switch, I could make a blue and red one. So all of these elements, anything that's in the Biteable program is color-coded. So you can change the branding and the theme based on your team and maybe even based on the type of property that you have, that sort of thing. So let's get started and build out some videos from scratch. So I'm going to log into biteable.com and I'm going to click the Create a New Video button. These are all the past videos that I've made, and I have pages and pages of it. You're not going to have any, probably. You're going to have just this option that says Create a New Video. Now, when you come here for the first time, or even every time afterwards, they already have pre-built videos. I never do those because you have to go based on their story, and that doesn't make sense. So I'm going to create my own story by scrolling down and starting from scratch. I'm going to want to title this, so I'll call it Buyer Test. You can call it Buyer Video or whatever you want, so I'll hit Continue. Then it says pick a scene for your video. So there's a couple that I like. I like most of the ones that are in the infographic section. And if you hover your mouse over each one of these squares, you'll see a preview of what it would look like. So I'll hover over the thumbs up, and you can see all the thumbs up in the background. You can see the shopping carts are going to be appearing. This is going to be a bunch of hands putting a star together as a puzzle. This one looks like a banking one. A checklist. This one's pretty cool for a checklist. So before I made my video, I kind of scrolled down and looked at each one. Here's the calendar one, so that's the one I use for the calendar. This one could be good for white glove service or whatever you want. You could upload your own images too. So this is when I do the just listed videos, I'll use this and just add my text to the video. This one's pretty cool. I haven't used it yet, but the plane flies over and reveals the text. Just uploading your logo and it'll add an effect to it. So you've all got a basic logo saved on your computer. You can just upload that and then this will animate it. The call us, so obviously the phone call. This one I use a lot because it's a map with a pin on it. Scrolling down, using this one for email alerts. So you might find better uses. Maybe you have a seminar coming up on a home buyer seminar or an investing in real estate seminar. There's some real estate ones as well. So here's a house one. Here's a bunch of rolling houses. I've used this one in the past. So if you're just getting started, what I do is I pick a whole bunch of the ones that I want. So I'm going to do, I'll start from the top, and I'll just start picking a bunch that I think that we're going to use. So I think we're going to use this one. And it adds it to the timeline at the bottom left. Then I want to hit the plus button, and I want to add some more slides. So we'll do the map. We'll do the call us. We'll have the big bold call out. There's one that has like a pen and paper. I'll hit load more. Oh, this one's pretty cool for the houses. That's cool for a call to action. Contact us today. These are the ones that I used for the quotes, or sorry, the testimonials. I was thinking of using this one for targeting people based on their criteria. I'm looking for, oh, here's the pen and paper. The phone. I want to add our logo, so I can scroll down. They have a couple. Here's one for your logo. I guess we'll just do that one. And then there's a light bulb one that I like ending with. Oh, here it is. Perfect. Okay, so down at the bottom I have all the different slides. And if I want to rearrange the order, so this one I want to be the opening slide. So I'm going to click on it and drag it all the way over. And then for this one, I'm going to say thinking of moving. Thinking of moving, we can help home buyers. I'm going to hit save and next. When I hit save and next, it's going to update this slide, and then it's going to move me over to the next slide. So I'm going to hit save and next. And I actually want the map next, so I'm going to drag that. I can email you listings based on your criteria. We can also book showings. And I want the mortgage one next. Have financing questions, our team can help. You could even start making videos for your sphere of influence. So any of your mortgage brokers, you could start making them videos and have your branding in it. So you could do a joint effort video. And now you got not only your database that you can share this with, but you can also, now you're leveraging the mortgage agent. So you could pick and choose a mortgage agent from each of the different brands or banks that you work with, because you normally have to refer at least 3 people out. So you got at least 3 people that you could start making these little videos for. And there's a question that says, have you tried boosting one of these videos on Facebook? And that is a huge success, a big major yes. We do boost these videos. Well, we don't actually click the boost button. In a previous video, we showed you how to advertise on Facebook. And anyways, if you go to facebook.com/ads, from there we would choose video ad, and then we would advertise it that way. Financing questions, our team can help. Oh, I want that on here though. And so say I don't want this slide, I'm like, oh, because what I do is I go through and I add a whole bunch of slides, and then it doesn't mean that you have to use them all. So this one, I'm like, nah, I'm probably not going to use that one, so I'll hit delete. This one, I'll just hit delete to make it simple. We want to upload our logo. So I can add the text. The text is what's going to go underneath. So I'm going to say your website, www.agent.com, or whatever your website is. You scroll down, there's a little button here that says drag and drop to upload a file. So I'm going to choose my logo, a fake logo. And you can scale it, and there's some filters if you need to, but I'm just going to do the basic one. And then for the light bulb, I actually leave it blank. I don't add any text. I just think it's like a cool outro. It kind of like turns off the lights. So let's say I'm happy with this video. Well, I'm on the timeline, so I want to move forward. I want to choose my color scheme. And this is where they have color palettes, so you can pick whatever color palette you want, and it's at the flip of a switch. So if you want like the blue and dark blue, I guess that is, or like the red and blue, teal and gray, whatever color scheme works with you. And if none of these color schemes work, then you can do custom colors, and you can change what's the text and what's the 2 colors, what's the green and what's the gray going to be. You can choose that to be your specific branding color. To keep it simple in this video, I'm just going to choose the red and black. And then audio. So there's a bunch of audio that you can hit preview on. I'll show you the one solving problems. So this one here, I'll hit play. So I kind of like that one, and I would just check it off. Obviously, you'll have different tastes than I do, so go down and hit play on all of this, and you'll find one that strikes a chord with you, and you just select it by clicking that little radius to the left. And then I want to hit the preview button. Now, the only downfall I find about this program is it takes 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes to render a video, and so I'm going to hit that now. So after I'm done rendering it, what if I watch the preview and I see some changes that I want to make? Well, you have to go through and re-render the video, so that's like another 7 minutes. And then you're like, oh shoot, I need to make another change, and that's like another 7 minutes. So I kind of wish they just had like a really poor quality preview so that I could just see a sample before I actually rendered the full video. But anyways, what's going to happen is I'm going to get an email alert once this video is done. So I'm going to move on to the next one. So that was an example of a buyer one. Yeah, I'll do a seller one now. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to go back to Biteable. And I want to create a new video from scratch. We'll call it seller test. Again, I'm not going to choose any of theirs. I'm going to make my own. Okay, so again, I'm going to go back to the infographic. You can choose other themes, like the isometric one is pretty cool. That's the one I used for the investment property. The clay one's really cool, but they're pretty limited. You can't find a lot that are really real estate specific. So I like the infographic one the best. I think it works the best, but you can obviously choose if you want to have fun with it. You could do robots. Whoever this Frank guy is, I guess it's their own character. I did the clay one a couple weeks ago. It turned out really good. But I'm going to stick with the infographic because generally speaking, that will fit most of you. Okay, so I want an opening scene with a bunch of pins. This one could work too, actually. It could work, but I liked this one better, so I'm going to choose this. And then I want something to do with house value, so I want like a pie chart, a graph, or something like that. Something to do, maybe something that shows money. That could work. Let's keep that on the, let's add that. I might not use it, but that could work. Oh, here's the chart. Okay, cool. Definitely going to use that one. And then something that shows money and them pocketing money. The pig one, the piggy bank, I should say, could work, but some people might be offended with that. Oh, there's a stack of money. Perfect. Exactly what a seller wants. Okay, now I want something to do with the houses, so I'll show some pictures of houses. I wish they also had a search bar so I could just search the word house or houses and it would pop up. That one will work. Cool. Okay, so I want something that speaks about time. Oh, that one could work for the money too. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Stop wasting time. Get that one. And then a moving, something that shows them moving. So there is a moving truck, although this spaceship's kind of cool. Kind of like that one. Oh, here's a moving truck. And then I want to add some sort of call to action. So there was, oh, perfect. That one. And then the outro with the light bulb. Awesome. Okay, so starting from the beginning, I'll click on the first slide, and I want the first one to say something like, thinking of selling your home. Sometimes the slides are a longer duration than you wanted them to be. So you can actually change the timing to be a shorter version. I'm going to leave mine as the long version, but just so you know, there is a shorter version of each one. And if you scroll down, you can change the font. So if you don't like the font that they're using, you can change it to your own font. Okay, so I like that. I'm going to hit thinking of selling, next. So this one, I had two of the charts. I kind of like this one better, and I'm going to delete this one. Real estate prices are changing daily. Save and next. Ask me how much it's ask me how much it's worth today. This one's cool because it has the houses and they kind of stack up. So I'm actually going to say that in here. I'm going to say I'll show you how it stacks up in the market. And then we have the time. It's going to the hour hand is going to do a circular motion and reveal the text behind it. And I'll say it might be time ... and then move on over to the moving truck, and I'll continue this sentence and say, and I can help you move forward. I want to call to action that basically, so I'll say contact me today. And you could easily make a different version for Facebook and a different version for YouTube. So on YouTube, I could say call or text me today, but on Facebook, I would say message me today, because people would just message you directly through Facebook. So I'm going to do that. Oh, and I want to add one more. We're going to add your logo to the end of this one, so I'll click. Let me close this, and here's a couple cool ones for a logo. So I can hover over that, and it'll make your logo look like it's all digital. This one will do a circular reveal. Oh, with a slogan? That's pretty cool. Another one. Oh, I like this one. So you can see how it had the call to action. They did a search, and then it revealed your logo. Let's do that one. Okay, so I'm going to first of all upload the logo. Whatever your website is. The first line is going to be your website. That's when it did the search. And then after that, it's going to reveal the text line 2 underneath. So it'll be your logo and then line 2. And for me, I'm going to say contact us today and put my cell number. Oh, and I want the light bulb to be at the end. So I'm going to click on the light bulb and hit save and next. So I'm happy with the order. I'm happy with the text. I got my logo updated. It doesn't have the preview done yet. And then this. So I'm going to hit save and next. And when I do that, it's going to move me from the timeline to our color palette. And the question says, can you make a clickable link, or would you add the link in the comments section where you post the video? 99% of the time, you're going to put the link in the description of the video. With this program, you wouldn't be able to, as far as I know, make it a click. The only way you can make a video clickable is if the video has like some sort of flash built into it. and then that becomes a problem. It might not work on iPhones and stuff like that. So anyways, usually I'll put the video and then have the link, the form, or the call to action underneath the video. Okay, so let's pick a color palette. I'll just pick any. Here, I'll pick this one. Okay, you can obviously choose the. Oh, you know what? I'll do purple. Okay, for the audio, you can pick any audio track you want. I'll leave it as this one. There is a couple others I like though. Country Kid. That one's kind of good. Easy Breezy. So here, I'll just choose that one. But obviously you're going to go down and pick the ones you like. I kind of like those ones. Okay, so I'm going to scroll up, hit preview, and then I'm going to say build my preview. See, this one's going to take 10 minutes because it's a little bit longer. So I'm going to hit build my preview. It's starting to build our video. Let's check in on the other one. So it was buyer test. I want to hit preview. Okay, so let's watch the video that we just made, the first video that we made today. And I want to pause it. See how the stack didn't look right to me? So it says I can email you listings based on your criteria. I'd want to go in and edit the video so that it looks proper. But when I do that, I'm going to have to re-render this video. And it's going to take like another 10 minutes. So that's why I kind of wish they showed us just a preview before we rendered it. But anyways, let's watch this video all the way. Perfect. Okay, so I would make some changes to that video, but I'm not going to do that with you guys on the call because we want to do one more before we get moving. So, okay, I'm going to close that. There's another buyer video that I did. This one here. So that's a nice, cool little video. You guys are actually going to get that already done for you, so you can just download it and use it. And I want to have different color schemes done up for you, so you can pick the one that fits you the best. But based on how I've created these videos today in front of you, you can see how easy it is to just go in and experiment a little bit, or have somebody in your family do it if you don't want to be the one doing it. Okay, so let's move on to, that's the seller one. Open house. Okay, cool. Let's do the open house. Okay, so I'm going to do create a new video. I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to call it open house test. And the cool thing is when you save this as whatever you save it, probably just open house, going forward, you'll be able to just edit the first slide and export it, and you won't have to rebuild the whole video every time. Okay, so let's do this. So I want to add my first slide. This is cool, by the way. I'm going to open this up. If you live in a big city, I really like this one. Watch the text, how it gets revealed by the buildings. It's really hard for you to see, actually, in this preview. but the text gets revealed based on the panning of the buildings. I think that's amazing, but it wouldn't work in my city because we don't have a city that looks like that. So there are some really cool features. There's mountains. Anyways, I'm not going to use any of those. I just wanted to show you. Okay, so this one is going to be open house. So you could I'll do infographic again. And I want one that is a picture. And you can tell it's a picture because it'll have, let me point it out to you. So here's a picture. To the left of my mouse, it says 1280 by 720, and it's got the arrows pointing. So that's going to be your photo in the background, and then the text is, I'm going to hover it. The text will pop open. So I'm actually going to choose that one. And then you're going to want to add the text. So for this, I'd say open house. Hit enter and say Saturday from 2 to 4. I want my next slide. Oh wait, I need to add the photo. Okay, add the photo, next slide. So I'm going to do infographic again. I'm going to do the pin with the map. This one. Give them the address. I'm going to put the calendar. Also, I should make a suggestion to this company that they allow us to bookmark our favorites so we don't have to search every time. There it is. One thing to really point out is as I'm typing the text, underneath it has a counter, and you really don't want to go over 50. So you are limited with the number of characters. You can go over, but it doesn't look good. So try and keep it within the 50. So I'm going to say Saturday from 2 to 4, period. Can't make the day and time, question mark, because then I want to add another slide. That's going to be the phone, us calling. Phone, phone, phone. Here's the phone. Call us to book a private showing, dot, dot, dot. Then I want to add another slide that leads in from that. So book that. And I want the computer screen. Oh, here. This one, it goes from a screen to a tablet to an iPhone, meaning people can just text you or email you. And you'll put your email. And then I also really like adding a testimonial. So if I scroll down, here's a couple testimonials. Here, I'll just choose this one. So short and sweet, add another one, and we'll use the other testimonial clip. As a home buyer, we don't pay the real estate fees. And then you want to add your logo. So let's find a good one for your logo. I want to get out of here, close this. I think it was under image. There's a couple cool ones for your image. You know what else you could also do? Is take a picture of your business card and then upload it to this person looking at their iPad, and it has all your contact information on that. So here's a person looking at an iPad, and it would be your business card with your name, your real estate information, your company, your address, all of it, nice and simple. Or keep it, speaking of being simple, I'm just going to do a logo. So we'll do this one. But you can do whatever one works for you. Look at that. No. Okay, I'm going to do this one. And I'm not going to write any text. I'm just going to upload my logo. Perfect. Okay, so let's say I'm happy with all of this. I'm going to hit the color option. And again, I want to pick a different color scheme. So here I'll just do the blue and black. Okay, audio, it doesn't matter. I'll just do playful beat. Actually, I don't know if that one's good. Hold on. I'll do country kid. And then I'm going to hit preview. And then this one's going to take 9 minutes. So I'm going to start building that one out. Now what's really cool about this is I can let that render in the background. If I go to the timeline, in the future, all of these slides are already done and you won't have to change them. All you'll have to do is edit this first slide that has a picture of the property, and then I guess the second slide that has the address, because we typed out the address here. But then the rest of it you'd probably be able to leave the same. And then all you have to do is download a new version. Okay, so let's take a look at the other video. It should be done downloading now. So here's the seller one, and it is good to go. Okay, so this is the seller one that we made today, so let's take a look. Wow, I really liked the ending, how it had the person searching, and it would be your website, and then as soon as they hit enter, it revealed your logo with the call to action. I would definitely start using that going forward. Awesome. Okay, so that was an open house. Now, here we go. Let's move on to another video. We'll do like a just listed. Now, I want to go to biteable.com, log in, click create new video. I'm not going to choose any of theirs. I'm going to make my own from scratch. This one, I'll call it the, you would call it the address, so I would say 653 Idlewood listing. So you'll name whatever your listing is as the address and hit continue. Now, because this is a unique property, it's a duplex. In our area, what a duplex is 2 kitchens under one roof. So you can own one house and it has 2 separate units, 2 living rooms, 2 kitchens, 2 washrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 laundry rooms, 2 everything. Parking for 4, all that. So what I did was I'm like, well, I want to kind of showcase the fact that it's an investment property. So I went over to the isometric collection, and then I just kind of hovered over. I was thinking of using the spaceship. I always want to use the spaceship. I just think it's cool. I did use the turtle, I remember in the video, so we will add that now. Go back to isometric. I definitely used the coins and the money stacking up, I think. We'll add that anyways. And then there is real estate. Oh, here. It's a plane flying over the city, and I said investment property spotted. And there's that stack of money, but I kind of like this one. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, cool. So I want to reorder this. So my very first opening slide, I want it to be the plane going over the city, and I want to say investment property spotted. Or if this is an investment property, you could say new listing alert. Here, I'll pick a different one that's more generic. There, picture of a house. New listing alert, and then I want to show the picture of the property. So I want to add that, close isometric, and I want to find photos. So I'll click on image, and here's a whole bunch of ones where it has the image in the background. You're probably going to want to use one of these ones. So that one, I want to do this one. Okay, I want that to be the second slide, so I'm going to move it over. And then I'm going to say what it is. So this is I wouldn't put the price in the video, because if you ever had a price change, the video would be useless. So I wouldn't put the price in the video. I would just put the hard facts. This one's 2 kitchens, 5 bedrooms, only 2 washroom. Alright, and then we have to upload the photo. So I'm going to scroll down and click upload photo, and I will choose picture of the house and hit upload. Okay, now I want a whole bunch of photos though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this little drop down arrow, the one I just added, and I'm going to hit duplicate. So I'm going to do that a couple times because I'm probably going to add like 5 or 6 photos. Okay, so we got the first photo. The second photo, I guess, would be like the living room. So for me, this is like captioning the photo. So they're going to be looking at the living room, and then I'm going to have text at the bottom that describes what they're looking at. So this is a living room. It has a sliding glass walkout to the rear yard, blah, blah, blah. You could add whatever text you want about each individual photo. I want to keep it simple and just say upper living room. Oh, I have to actually upload a photo of the living room. Got it, got it, got it. So now I'm going to do the lower living room. So I like this feature. You could, if you're looking at the kitchen, you could say granite countertop, carburetor, or whatever you guys have listed. You could like put the highlights of each room. So upper living room, lower living room. I guess we'll do the upper bedroom. Then we'll do the lower bedroom. Again, you would elaborate more and say more text about each room, but I'm trying to be quick with you guys watching me. Okay, I'm not going to do more photos, but you get the point. You can add as many photos as you want, so I'm going to delete this. Oh, no, I want that one. Okay, so then I have the pictures of the house. So house, bedrooms, living rooms, all that stuff. Then I could add some information. So for me, this is a rental property. So I was going to say, picture of the snail. Pay off your mortgage faster, ... And then I want the stack of money. Live in one and rent out the other. So keeping in line with this is the airplane flying over the city. I want to say to find more property like this. ... I don't want the money, but I want something to do with them contacting us. So let's close this. Oops. Let's close this. Go back to isometric, and let's see if we can find something that has to do with them contacting you. Not really. Oh, that's cool. You could use the chess piece and say, contact me today to make the right move. And that's cool. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we'll do this one. Make the right move. Contact me today. I like it. Okay, and then what's this? We don't want that one. And then we want to add our logo. Okay, so what was that logo one under? If I hit image, oh, this one. Your website, call me today. And then the logo. And we're done. See how quick it is to make a video once you've gone through it a couple times? Cool. Okay, I am pretty happy with that video. So let's change the color scheme. Right now it's on this purpley looking one. I want to change that. Guess it doesn't matter. Here, I'll do the red and gray. Alright, yeah, whatever. Red and gray it is. Choose the audio. I'll leave it as the audio that it's in and hit preview. This one's 12 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to hit render that video. Okay, so that video is rendering, so let's take a look at the other video and see if it's done. Okay, the open house one is now done, so let's preview it. Cool. I definitely like that template. The only thing I would change is I wouldn't use this logo. I like the other one where it has the website and they click and then it reveals your logo with a call to action. I think it's just a better use of the time. And then maybe at the end of this video you could add more photos of the property. But you can see how now that we have this saved on our computer, if I just click on the timeline, say we get another open house next week, all I have to do is edit that photo and a few of the details and hit export, and you're good to go. So cool. And somebody made a comment about the chess piece. They said, don't get rooked, call the right agent. That's right, buddy. Don't get rooked. Okay, so we made it with 2 minutes to spare. I'm going to leave the line open, that way you guys can watch this preview, but if nobody wants to stick around for 8 minutes for this thing to finish, I'm going to be emailing you guys all the videos anyways, so that you can download them and use them, and more importantly, hopefully I showed you how easy it is to actually make an animated video, and I gave you a couple ideas on the different ways you would use it. I mean, think of your client appreciation events that you have coming up. Think just listed, just sold, Facebook video ads, YouTube videos, your landing pages. Every page on your website that has a landing page where you're trying to get people to give you name, phone number, and email should have a video. And if you don't feel comfortable being in front of the camera, then you can get behind it with a program like this. So I'm going to hang out. All of you who are still here, very good, thank you. And thank you for sticking with me, but you're free to go. I'm just going to kind of sit here in silence unless I see somebody ask a question. And then when this video is done rendering, I'll hit play. So thanks for being with me, guys. And for those of you that are still here, go ahead and ask your questions, or, I mean, just hang out while this thing renders.
Hey, if you want to close more real estate transactions, get more buyer leads, and get more seller leads, click this button right here. It'll take you to our real estate group coaching page. Also, if you like this video and want more, you can subscribe by pressing this, or you can check out some of my past videos here. Enjoy!